Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to say this slowly, and I want you to repeat this to all the Democrats you know and all the liberals you know, and if you'd like, share this on social media because I do not have a Twitter account and I do not have a Facebook account because I'm boycotting social media. Let the world know this. President Trump received the Mueller report. William Barr gave the Mueller report before any Democrat was able to read it. To President Trump, William Barr gave the Mueller report to President Trump for him to look at and enjoy with a nice bottle of tall glass of Yoo-Hoo or whatever Trump drinks, because he doesn't drink. That's one reason, many reasons to respect President Trump, but the fact that he doesn't drink at all, that's great. But this is interesting. Congressman Nadler, I'm deeply troubled by reports that the White House is being briefed on the Mueller report ahead of its release. Now DOJ is informing us we will not receive the report until 11 to 12 p.m. tomorrow afternoon after Barr's press conference. So William Barr is going to have a press conference in a couple of hours. And it's going to be like the principal of a high school speaking to like the kids of a middle school. Or it's going to be like the dean of a university speaking to a kindergarten class. The dean being William Barr, the kindergarten class being the Democratic Party. Adam Schiff just been informed by DOJ that we'll receive the Mueller report only after Barr gives the press conference. Once again, Barr wants to shape the public perception. Yes, he does. Yes, Congressman Schiff, you're 100% right. For once in your life, you're actually right about something. Of course he wants to shape the public perception. What do you think he's doing? What are you, some kind of schlemiel? Are you, Meshuggah? You don't realize that he wants to shape? Yeah, of course he wants to shape the public perception. Yes, he should. He's the Attorney General. He had 2 years of an abomination named Sessions, who did nothing but hurt President Trump actively. Sessions went out of his way. He's like, you want me to do what? What can I do to help you? Tell me what I can do to help you. You just let me know. I've recused myself from humanity. Let me know what I can do. Rod Rosenstein? Okay, no problem. My Deputy Attorney General, use a wire against Trumpy. Put it under your lapel or something. Who cares? Tell him he looks great. Tell him his orange hair looks wonderful. Who cares? Just do something to get him on tape. He was an abomination. Sessions was an abomination. Now we have an Attorney General who actually is upholding the rule of law. This is the rule of law. The rule of law is not the Steele dossier purchased by Clinton or CrowdStrike outsourced by Clinton. This is the rule of law. The President of the United States of America was accused by everyone of working with a hostile foreign power to purchase Facebook ads. Clinton's running again. Don't worry about it. She's going to run again. Okay? Let everybody know I told you. But, and I want her to run. I need her to run. Once she runs, ladies and gentlemen, once she officially runs, eventually she'll run. They're not going to make salad eating with a comb great again with Klobuchar or, Warren failed her DNA test. It's the whole thing's like Beto O'Rourke eats dirt. The Russians already tried to utilize, allegedly, Bernie Sanders to hurt Hillary Clinton, which is what he repeated, which is hilarious. They cheated Bernie Sanders already. So, this is my Slayer shirt. Let me know if you like. To my comment section, let me know if you like Slayer. They're pretty awesome. But I'll just continue reading. Adam Schiff just been informed by DOJ that we'll receive Mueller's report only after Barr gives a press conference. Once again, Barr wants to shape the public perception of the Mueller report. Of course he does. The Steele dossier was purchased by Hillary Clinton. The CrowdStrike was outsourced by the Democratic Party. The whole thing is a complete farce. They have managed enough to shape public opinion or try to influence public opinion. Now they have pretty much zero influence on rational people. People who aren't voting Democrat know that this is all a hoax, a game, a bogus, fabricated, nonsensical, irrational probe. This is on top of reports the DOJ secretly briefed the White House. Yes! This is not justice, just PR. Oh, fantastic. Oh, I'm sorry. You spent 2 years in a fabricated hoax with Peter Strzok and Lisa Page and James Comey and Andrew McCabe and Kevin Kleinsmith and Sally Moyer and all the mishpucha. The entire wonderful family of corrupt FBI agents that are already outed. Everybody knows. I'm reading Papadopoulos' book. Do you know what they got him on? Do you know what they got George Papadopoulos on? By the way, the book is a great book. Get his book. They got him on obstruction of justice for deleting his Facebook account. And then they got him on lying to the FBI for saying that he didn't meet with Professor Mifsud in April of 2016 when one email shows he tried to set up a meeting. That wasn't even a lie. They get you on the FBI. He didn't lie to the FBI. I don't even consider that. That's not a lie. He didn't have his calendar around him. The book's very interesting. The sections that are really, really interesting are the ones how they set him up. They made him think that he was in big trouble, and oh my God, and they just tried to destroy his life, his friends' lives, his wife's life, everyone around him. And they got him on obstruction of justice, but also for deleting a Facebook account that his lawyers told him he could do. And then they said they got him because he allegedly lied about a meeting with Mifsud that took place in 1 month, or that he was basically contacting Mifsud about a meeting regarding on a certain month. And they're like, oh, well, you lied about that. He didn't really lie about that. These are ridiculous process crimes. If the FBI said, what did you eat yesterday? Oh, you know what? You said you ate a tuna salad. In fact, you ate an omelet because you ate the tuna salad for dinner. But you ate the omelet for lunch. You're lying to the FBI. You must serve 1 million years in prison. This is ridiculous. This Mueller probe was not only a travesty of justice. I mean, what they did. You have everyone, from Peter Strzok to Kleinsmith to Lisa Page to Andrew McCabe to James Baker to all these people. James Comey, you have corrupt FBI officials who utilize their power over the American public because they did not like the fact that they lost the election and they continue to lose. They don't realize that Comey, Strzok, and McCabe will be indicted eventually under the statute that I talk about in my Federalist article below. It's below my Patreon link in the comment section. In the pinned comment, I explain exactly why Comey, Strzok, and McCabe will be indicted under the statute that is there for the people who conspire to defraud the United States government and the people of the United States. They utilized agencies within the United States government that have billions of dollars in budget against the will of the people. These are unelected officials who utilize their power in the most devious, insidious, villainous manner. And they did so because they got drunk from authority and power, and they were just able to they were able to utilize their posts as political operatives. They went after President Trump. They tried to remove him from office. That is exactly what they did. They tried to remove President Trump from office because of the Steele dossier, a conversation with Alexander Downer and Papadopoulos, an assessment from a third-party tech firm that was outsourced by Hillary Clinton, the Democratic Party. The Steele dossier was purchased by Clinton, the Democratic Party. Alexander Downer has direct ties to the Clinton Foundation. And what they did, and I'm reading Papadopoulos' book, what they did to him, and I got to give props to his wife and him. They have a great love story. His wife is, I mean, my God, what a loyal, amazing spouse, woman, and he must be a great guy as well. I'm very proud and happy that they have such an amazing relationship, and it was tested. I mean, most people's marriages and relationships aren't tested. My God. They tried to throw the book at him, and his wife was representing and defending him on Fox and, CNN. And anyway, it was an overt setup. That's why, when he was on The View, the ladies on The View were like, how come you lied? He's like, well, he should have simply said, I didn't really lie. I didn't lie at all. I just didn't remember something. And they're like, you lied. Same thing with Flynn. Flynn didn't lie to FBI agents. And he pled guilty because he didn't want to fight the Mueller probe. That at that point, look, we didn't know. Once William Barr came in, first of all, General Flynn should be completely exonerated, not just pardoned. I agree with one of my my viewers who commented in another segment. I wrote in The Federalist, Michael Flynn should be pardoned by President Trump, but he should be actually reimbursed by the United States government. All of these people should. Manafort, honestly, at this point right now, just to stick it in the faces of Democrats, yeah, Manafort did commit crimes. Trump should pardon him. Manafort's been loyal to Trump. They tried to get him to fabricate things. Look, what they did was, it was unbelievable what they did. If you read Papadopoulos' book, it was unbelievable. And I can't wait to buy Michael Flynn's book on this. Michael Flynn, I wrote in The Federalist, should be pardoned by President Trump, and I make the case. And I also make the case that Comey, Strzok, and McCabe should be indicted under the statute, and I explain the legal statute regarding people who conspire to defraud the United States government. They used their authority as law enforcement officials to wreak havoc and to become political operatives. There's a separation between political parties and the military and the government in the United States of America. Political parties are separate. They're separate entities from the United States government. What President Obama was able to do is, in a very frightening manner, bring in the Democratic Party into the United States government. And that's very, very frightening. And it's something that my voice and my channel and my writing, most 99.9% of the people on the planet don't know who I am. But as we find out about this corruption within the Democratic Party, my channel will grow, my voice will grow. And not many people are as devoted to focusing on this. There are people better than me, though. Tom Fitton, John Solomon, Kimberly Strassel, Sarah Carter, Dan Bongino, Paul Sperry, Joe DeGeneva, Victoria Tenzing, Sean Hannity is doing a great job. He's doing an amazing job in all of this. But there aren't many people who are focused on Democratic Party corruption and what they did against President Trump. They tried to remove President Trump from office. They basically tried to overthrow a duly elected president. And remember that when you hear in a couple of hours the Mueller report, and be here on this channel. I'll have live streams all day. Check this channel all day. And They're going to try to. I can imagine them trying to impeach President Trump on the issue, the allegation that Barr covered up his true ties to Russia, and that Barr, as well as what else, as well as obstruction of justice for firing Comey, who should have been fired under President Obama's administration. One thing that they don't seem to get, one thing they don't seem to get, ladies and gentlemen, how do I explain this? There are no further indictments, so meaning President Trump, Trump Jr., nobody really in Trump's sphere was indicted. It was such a sprawling probe because they tried to fabricate. And there are no further indictments because there was nothing there. And the petulant, malicious Democratic Party and supporters of the Democratic Party. How many times have you heard? Because I know I've spoken to many people on the left. Most of my friends are on the left. And they're like, I don't know. We have to just see the investigation through. And I look at them, and you petulant, you know they're setting him up. They knew it too. Every one of them knew it. But they were so happy that they had the government on their side. Now the government is not going to be on their side. Now the government is going to really uphold the rule of law. And the rule of law states that if you try to oust President Trump because you don't like him, you are going to go to jail eventually, or charged at least with crimes. We have something called elections that Democrats lose miserably. They won the House fine. It just happens, okay? One knock on me. Oh, well, you got the House wrong. Big deal. I got the election right. I said Clinton would lose, and she'll lose again. I got the election right when definitely nobody on the left got the election right. All those people on the left that don't like me or whatever, they got the election wrong. I was right. In 2015. And what they did was they said, we lost. We're now going to try to oust him. And that never happened before in U.S. history. It's never happened. It's never happened. And this is the most... President Trump really saved this country from a horrible future. And only President Trump could have withstood this. Bernie Sanders is a coward compared to President Trump. And I was the biggest Bernie Sanders booster on the internet. No writer did more than me for Bernie Sanders in 2016. Nobody did. My articles, just one of my articles, that all of them went viral, hundreds of thousands of Facebook likes. One of them got 750,000 plus Facebook likes. The first one, when I said, it was the hearts and minds. I said Bernie Sanders has the hearts and minds of Democrats compared to, I forgot exactly it was in the Huffington Post. And Salon reached out to me. Nobody did more. And I thought that, but see, back then, in 2016, Bernie was not this socialist Che Guevara guy. He wasn't. In fact, he bristled at the statement. Ezra Klein tried to paint him as a socialist. Ezra Klein said, you're a socialist, right? And he's like, no, don't say that. It's a democratic socialist. I'm not a socialist. You can look at the interview. He didn't say, I'm not a socialist, but he bristled at it. That wasn't his hallmark. I wouldn't have written 100 articles that went viral. Nobody did more than me. Nobody. I was saying that he could win. I was saying, even the Cleveland Plain Dealer had an op-ed. The Hill, the Huffington Post, literally hundreds of thousands of Facebook likes. They went viral. They shared. One guy from the Washington Post tried to contact me. I knew he'd write a hit piece, so I didn't answer. One guy from the Daily Beast tried to contact me. I didn't answer. He wrote the hit piece anyway. Unethical thing the Daily Beast did. Highly unethical. But President Trump is objectively a good president. Anybody with a major platform, I'll debate. But they won't debate me. They've seen what I do to people in debates. You can see what I do to people. I just chop them up and go in the wood cheddar. Chop them up. There's one guy, there's a bunch of people who don't like me on YouTube, and they don't want to debate me. I reached out to them. They're like, no, they don't want to debate. But Trump saved this country. And now, like James Brown, the big payback. It's the big payback, ladies and gentlemen. Today's a great day. They'll talk about obstruction of justice. They'll talk about impeachment. Let them, you know what? You got to do what you got to do. Do what you got to do, Democrats, because now it's the big payback, retribution time, and you're going to lose. And after 2020, when you lose, what are you going to have? Because that will be the most powerful Trump gets immediately after 2020 when he wins. And you'll see all these people scurrying away. The media and the intelligence community tried and failed. And they cheated Bernie. Bernie took a dive and then got in bed with the vipers and the snakes and the reptiles that tried to, and they're devouring him slowly also. He's not going to win. Why would he win? Why would Bernie Sanders win the 2020 nomination when they cheated him in 2016? And Hillary is younger than Biden and Bernie and President Trump. And she's a woman. And they've convinced all their base that the Russians, through Facebook ads, which is absurd, and interestingly enough, we don't even know which Facebook ads. And Rob Goldman, the CEO, the vice president of Facebook advertising, stated that most of the ads were seen after the election, and the goal of the ads was not to elect Trump. But why would they not elect Clinton? Because they will, and she's running. Why would she not run, and why would they not elect her after 2 years of the Mueller probe being a fantasy inspired by Clinton's bizarre imagination? Why would they allow Bernie Sanders to win again? Or to win? And I love the fact that it's so adorable that Democrats think that they have a political party. They don't. The Democratic Party is a hobby of Bill and Hillary Clinton. And you'll see that very soon. But anyway, today is a great day. God bless America. God bless President Trump. And God bless you. Victory. We achieved victory. Nobody could have defeated all of these villains like Trump has. Nobody could have. Give me your thoughts below. Check out HA2A, my firearms channel. Check out my writing in the Federalist, the Jerusalem Post, and the Daily Caller. Share my Federalist article about Comey, Strzok, and McCabe everywhere. It is in the pinned comment and then in the description. Please share it everywhere throughout social media and throughout Twitter. Today especially. Thank you, everyone. I'll see you a lot today. Thank you.